DJM TV.
For me, I'm so upset right now. Honestly, I'm really, 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 really upset. Just thinking about yesterday, just hearing the news that someone has been killed by the security aide of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajamiala. I don't even know if I got that name right. I really don't even care as of this moment. And just like that, just killed, just like that, killed. And the question I want to ask us all is, what is the worth of a Nigerian life? What is the value of the Nigerian life? How is it okay that people are just being killed? People we voted into office to serve us, people that are supposed to serve us are the ones killing us, and those who are supposed to protect lives and properties are killing the lives and are killing the citizens they are supposed to protect, while protecting those who are supposed to serve the citizens. If Femi Gbajamiala is doing the right thing, if he is part of a government that is doing the right thing, should he be fearing for his life? Shouldn't he be working amongst us like every other person? How is it okay that somebody would just be shot just like that and that's it? I don't know. I have not even been able to process the killings, what has happened, and just what it means. It's just unbelievably crazy that this is where we are in this country, where life has no value. And you know what makes it so annoying is the fact that a lot of citizens think there's nothing about it because it hasn't happened to them. It hasn't. As I'm talking to you right now, my throat hurts, and that's one of the reasons why I've not been doing Let's Talk Nigeria People, because after the gas inhalation, the tear gas that were thrown at us, I inhaled quite a number of the tear gas, and it sort of like affected my cord. I had chemical tonsillitis, which moved on to bacterial tonsillitis, and I'm still having this. I just feel it's so annoying. We can't. It's really annoying, and for me it's even more of citizens who are ready to support and support this government just because nothing has happened to them, or they have never had anyone whom something has happened to. Exactly almost 7 years ago, 276 girls were abducted from their school, and there was no empathy for a majority of Nigerians, and people felt, oh, why are you still on the streets? Why are you still demanding? On the 1000th day of Chibok girls abduction, my daughter said something. She said, as long as Chibok girls are in captivity, we all are in captivity. Just see what happened when an American was abducted in Niger, brought to Nigeria, because Nigeria now is a safe haven for terrorists, and American government sent in their elite force to come and rescue their own citizens. That is the way it's supposed to be. Imagine if any of us is abducted right now, the government wouldn't even care. We're hearing reports that 12 ASP, that's Assistant Superintendent of Police, were abducted by bandits, and the president hasn't said anything. There's no word from the presidency. But one politician defected from APC to PDP, and of course there is a conversation. Lives don't matter. When would Nigerian life matter? When would we care enough to ensure that our lives count for something? I mean, our lives must count. When the NSAS protesters were on the street protesting that people should not have to go through the pain and grief from their loved ones being taken away, what happened? A lot of people were more concerned about the fact, oh, why are they blocking roads? Why are they doing this? The NSAS protesters are now a nuisance. They are blocking the road. Well, one family now is grieving. They won't have to go to market. That's exactly what NSAS protesters were trying to prevent. They were trying to take away this culture of brutality where the police think that at any time they can just come in and kill people. That's what NSAS protesters were trying to do. They were not jobless and just thinking it's fun to just be on the street. A family now is crying right now. A woman has just been widowed. Her husband who went to look for food to eat. How much do people who are selling newspapers even earn in a day? How much is the whole of that newspaper they carry? How much is it? How much do they buy? How much is their profit? And yet every day they come out in the midst of all the bad things happening in Nigeria, in the midst of the hardship in Nigeria, in the midst of the bad governance, lack of accountability, lack of transparency. These people even hid spaghetti and noodles and rice that are meant to be given to the poor during the COVID-19. In spite of the fact that people were dying, they didn't do anything about it. They didn't do anything about it. They hid the feed and they watch people being killed, and then people come in. It's unbelievable. It's seriously annoying, and we should not be okay with this. I see people who are coming to say, "Oh, why are you talking too much? Are you the only one? Are you okay?" Dead people don't talk. I don't want to get a bullet in my head before I think I should be the one to talk. I would rather talk now. I'm not going to wait till I become a victim or I have a loved one who becomes a victim before I talk. I'm going to talk right now, and I'll keep talking. And for those who look the other way, it's pathetic. Some people are saying that, government killed Nigerian youth on the 20th of October 2020. No, it's not just 20th of October 2020 that government has been killed Nigerian youth. Nigerian government have been killing Nigerian youth. It's just that you guys don't focus. You guys look the other way because you don't like them. Until the lives of the people we do not like matter, our own lives will not matter. When they kill Shiite Muslims, you are okay because you don't like Shiites. When they kill IPOBs, you are okay because you don't like IPOB members. Guess what? They are going to come and kill you too. Because the more you support them when they kill other people, they get emboldened to kill more. You give them enabling environment to kill, and that's what is going to keep happening. They've been killing since exactly. Jenny, you said they've been killing since, and they're still killing, and they will continue to kill as long as we don't with one voice call out these killings. You don't need to like the person, you don't need to like the group, but everybody's life is sacred. Everybody's life is important. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that until you want for another what you want for yourself, your iman, your faith is not complete. Simple. Until you see another person being killed and you say, "Oh no, why are you killing that person? You have no right to kill that person." Until we get to that point, all of us will be killed anyway. And when I say this thing, people think I'm joking, or they just look at it flippantly. No, yesterday's victims were once survivors. This vendor that was killed yesterday, he was once a survivor. When IPOB were being killed, he was a survivor. When Shiites were being killed, he was a survivor. When stray bullets went and killed journalists and someone, he was a survivor. But yesterday he became a victim. And that's why every time I say to us, yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Those that are going to be victims today were yesterday's survivors. Yesterday, when other people were victims, they were survivors. And tomorrow's victims, today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Yesterday they were survivors. Today they are killed. They become the victims. Tomorrow's victims are going to be today's survivors. And who are today's survivors? You and I that are alive are the survivors. And if we don't do anything about it, it's going to be our turn. Forget about the issue of you thinking that, you pray. Prayers don't stop bullets. It was a child she was 5 at that moment. I remember at Bring Back Our Girls movement, this little girl said that to her father when her father, you know, during 2014, the killings and everything, and the father was saying to her, oh, you should pray. And this little girl said to her father, prayers don't stop bullets. Because most of us assume that because we pray, we will never be victims. Because we pray, it will never happen to us. But guess what? The people who have become victims, they also pray. The people who are victims today pray. They go to mosques, they go to churches, they visit their DB or whatever they believe in, but they are victims. So you praying, it's not going to make you not to be a victim. We ensuring calling out bad governors, holding our leaders accountable, ensuring they are transparent, ensuring prosecutors of those who commit this crime, ensuring that there is justice is what is going to stop these things. If police know that when they shoot and kill somebody, there is a penalty for that, they're going to face the wrath of the law, they're going to be prosecuted, guess what will happen? The next time they are bringing out a bullet to shoot, they will think twice and put it down. Where are all these people going to? Just because he's a speaker, siren. All of them, this convoy, they keep killing people. They keep killing innocent citizens. People we put in office to serve us are killing us. And yet we aren't doing anything about it. I won't be able to do this long because as I'm talking right now, my throat actually hurts. I'm supposed to go to the hospital to go and they're going to do, is it a laparoscopy for me to check my vocal cords and all of that. But I'm just hurting, and tweeting or writing, it's not even going to, exactly. They say faith without works is dead. That's what God said in the Bible. Faith without work is dead. Do you sit down and you're just praying that you will not be killed? When God has said that killing has a punishment, even here, you see people are not seeking for justice. When it's time for justice, what they just do, they say, oh, we leave everything to God. How are you leaving everything to God when God has given you capacity to do it? When God has said there is punishment for certain behavior, killing, murder has punishment. Why are you not seeking for that justice here? Why are you leaving everything to God? Why? 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 Why are we sitting down like sitting ducks and waiting for that bullet and just hoping that we are praying it won't happen? I remember in January, my brother traveled on the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. And when he came to visit me in Abuja, our parents were around, he came to visit. And when I knew that, I was so angry. And I said to him, why are you doing that? Thank you so much, Nomzi. Thank you. I really need to do that. And I said to my brother, why did you go on that road? There are kidnappers and everything. And my parents said, oh, you know, we are always praying for you people. Nothing will happen by the grace of God. And I said to them, the people that it happened to, they have parents who pray for them also. And it happened to them. You can't take unnecessary and travel that. Then when you're kidnapped, you now come and start asking somebody else will be the one to be paying the ransom. Meanwhile, you will not sit down and pray for the ransom to come and meet you for you to give kidnappers. So we need to be proactive. We need
DJM TV.
To ensure that all of this killing stop. 2015, Shiite Muslims were killed in Zaria. Over 1,000 of them were killed by military just because what? Just because, yes, they poked a general in the face. How is that even okay? How is that okay in any way? It's not okay. Until we make our life matter, our lives won't matter. And let me tell everyone, let me repeat it again before I round up, because my throat is really hurting as the minutes are increasing. First of all, yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. And tomorrow's victims would be today's survivors. The question I always ask is, who is next? The question I always ask is, who is next? Let me also tell us that being a victim in Nigeria is no longer a matter of if someone becomes a victim. It is a matter of when will someone become a victim. Sadly, that's it. The victim card is going round and it is waiting for who to follow. We don't know who is next. Any one of us can be next. And that is what should concern us. It is better to speak now before you become a victim. Protest so that before you become a victim. Don't wait to be a victim to protest. When we protest, we are not protesting because we don't have work. We are not protesting because we are hungry. We are protesting because we are angry. We are protesting so that we will not become victims. In this Nigeria now, it's turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. Whose turn is it? Don't think that you are exempted from what is happening. It is all happening. And anything that happens to another, it's as if it happens to us. That's the way we will do it. Maybe he's like I said before, I put out a message. I can't do Let's Talk Nigeria because of my throat. My throat has been hurting me. Even these few minutes that I've been talking, I can actually feel it constricting. I'm supposed to be I'm still going to the hospital to go and do a laparoscopy. They're going to do they call it laparoscopy on my throat, on my this thing, to check it. The first when I had some years ago, was it 2018 when I had that first. I've been having issues with my throat. When we were tear gas, it affected me, and then this tear gas on the 10th of October also, I inhaled quite a lot, and it has really affected my throat. So that's the reason why we've not had it. I've not been able to talk. Even this one, honestly, I can actually feel that, yes, I've been on medication. I've not even finished my medication. I was in the hospital last week, Thursday. Yesterday, I had to go for follow-up checkup, and they did that. And so they said I have to come in today for a laparoscopy. So that's why we haven't done Let's Talk Nigeria, people. This one is just that it really hurts for me. I just couldn't just stay away. I just felt tweeting about it is not just enough. For me, I'm really angry. It's so annoying. And Amin Yarebi Abu Mansura, thank you so much for your prayers.
DJM TV.
Really, thank you so much. I will. Sometimes when I'm on Twitter, a lot of people don't. I have quite a number of health challenges that I've had to deal with. In the last 3 years, honestly, I've really not been myself. There were times that I spent like 3 months without unable to go out because I'm so bad. It's just that I'm this crazy person that you hardly ever get to know about that, because I'm always up and about. It's just like, honestly, when will life matter in Nigeria? It really hurts. It really hurts, and for me it's really painful. And I think every one of us, let's not just allow these things go on. The killings are enough. I'm tired of justice for this, justice for that, because one person or the other have been killing. The way our security agents are killing Nigerians with impunity, with nothing being done, it's absolutely not the way it should be. And every one of us, please, let's not just look the other way when these things happen. Let us ensure that we're fighting for this justice. We are ensuring these things don't happen. For crying out loud, another family now has to grieve over police brutality. I remember the other time when police killed I always forget this security agents that wear blue. Is it blue uniform? Gosh, what's their name? That recently got to be carrying guns. I can't even remember what they are. I always forget their names. I don't know why is that. And what happened was that he was driving on traffic, trying to take his children to school. Police arrested him, took him to their office. They started beating him in front of his wife and 2 children. I think the oldest of the sons was either 4 or 5 years, can't remember now. And they killed him. They were shouting, "Please don't kill our daddy." The wife was shouting, "Don't kill." Yes, civil defense. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know why I always forget that name. I don't know why I always forget that. It's civil defense. Oga Jumbo was the name of this civil defense officer, and police ended up killing him. And it's really painful the way all of these things just keep happening in Nigeria. The killing, it's as if life doesn't matter. Boko Haram will kill Nigerians, are killing Nigerians. Bandits are killing Nigerians. Kidnappers are killing Nigerians. Killer headsmen are killing Nigerians. Soldiers are killing Nigerians. Police are killing Nigerians. Road safety are killing Nigerians. The customs are killing Nigerians. Even the civil defense are also killing Nigerians. Nigerian government is killing Nigerians. When would we have life? When would Nigerian life matter? When would we be seen as citizens in this country? And before I go now, I'm going to say to every one of us, please remember that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. The office of the citizen is the highest office in the land, and we must continuously protect that office. The life of a Nigerian matters, whether you are poor or you're rich, whether you're educated or not, whether you live in the city or live in the rural area. Every one of our life matter, and we must ensure that we keep fighting for the government to note that and treat us with the respect that we deserve. Please, 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 we must take these things into account. We should stop looking the other way. We should stop saying that God will give us justice. God has asked us to do justice here, and God will not do for us what he has given us capacity to do for us. So thank you so much for being with me now. Thank you so much for listening. I just needed to say this. Since yesterday, my heart has been so broken. I don't even know. I'm even unable to cry. It's just so sad and so heartbreaking knowing that a woman out there, just like I am, has just been widowed out of senseless killing. Her children have just been orphaned, and his parents have just they've just lost their child. It's so sad. His family have lost a loved one, and that's not the way we should live in Nigeria. We should not live the life of fear. When people say to me, "Oh, Aisha, are you not afraid of being killed? Why are you always speaking? Please stop talking so that they don't kill you," I say to them, is this life? Are we living in Nigeria? We are not living in Nigeria. We are merely surviving, and we deserve to live in this country. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you, and God bless every one of you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria must work in our lifetime. By the grace of God, we will ensure that it does. Those who they oppressed our parents, they are oppressing us. We must not allow them, their children, to oppress our own children. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV.
People are people don't say no, they don't like us. Welcome to DJM TV.
DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV.